AI is getting crazier and crazier. And in this video, we're going to talk about something called Vocoflex, where it transforms your voice. It's basically vocal manipulation, vocal transformation. It's a crazy plugin, man. Let's talk about it and let's get into it. This is Vocoflex by Dreamtonics. Again, this is an AI-powered voice transformation plugin. I'm just showing y'all what you can do. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you might be interested in, or something that you could use, or is this something that's very, very dangerous? Because we're going to talk about some stuff. So here's my vocal. Here we go. At the expense of embarrassing myself. Here we go. Check it out. This is just a test. Vocoflex. Now I'm pitchy and all that stuff. I'm terrible. I do not claim to be the greatest singer. Okay, so anyway, let's pull up Vocoflex. I just put this plugin onto that vocal track that you just heard. There's a couple of things you can do with this. It has presets and voices of its own, so you can just create and use these different templates. So let's choose emotional energetic tenor. Let's click on that. So now it's going to completely change that voice into this. Check it out. This is just and now that sounds very nasally, but I can adjust. And actually, you see, it shows something at the bottom screen. I want you to see this. It has a suggestion. It says the input pitch is significantly lower, which means you always want to adjust the pitch to kind of match whatever sample that you put in here. All right, so I can change the pitch down here. Change it up a couple of notches, maybe about 5 semitones up. Now let's play it. This is just up. And I can adjust these points and adjust the timbre and the sound of it. Let's choose a different preset, because I can choose more than one. And actually I can mix. Look at this. I can mix these voices. This is why they're saying morph. This is just a test. Vocoflex. That's a completely different sound than my original voice. And I can add even another one. I can do a clear idle soprano. I have no idea what that's going to sound like, but you know, we'll see. This is just listen to that, man. Test Vocoflex. You hear the difference? This is just. And I can go ahead and mix these. All right. I have 3 different voices. Just using the cursor, I can adjust. This is just a test. Vocoflex. That sounds crazy to me. All right, so let's get out of this. So those were presets. It's another thing you can do. You can create a vocal timbre from scratch. So I'll just click on this on the right. And you see this little color square? Listen to the voice now. This is just I could use my cursor to move to the left, and it changes the tone, right? To sound more masculine if I go to the left, or feminine, go to the right. This is just a test. Vocoflex. Or a mix. Or I could click this random button at the bottom and it'll give me a completely different voice. This is just a test. Vocoflex. So I'll hit random a few times so you can get the idea. Here we go. This is just a test. Change the key. Vocoflex. This is just a test. Vocoflex. This is just a test.
Vocoflex.
Look, see, this sounds nothing like me, man. It's completely different. So the trick is you really want to insert a dry signal because it's not going to work as well if the vocal is already processed, meaning it has a lot of reverb on it or chorus, you know, all those effects we like to put on vocals. Also, I think it recommends at least 10 seconds of the audio. Okay, so that's the second thing. I'm gonna show you the third thing you can do. You can take any audio and drag it in here and make it sound supposedly like that audio. I'm gonna pull up some vocals that I found on the internet, you know. And speaking of the internet, this is a good spot for me to bring this up because there is an ethical issue here, because I know what you're thinking. Can I just sample anybody? You're gonna need their permission. They talk about that. I'm gonna show you guys. I have to read this. To prevent unauthorized usage, Vocoflex incorporates an audio watermarking feature. Undetectable to the ear, this feature embeds a user unique license ID into the voice, enabling us to identify both the use of Vocoflex and the creator of the sample, deterring users from importing voice samples without the singer or user's consent, a practice prohibited by their usage terms. Okay, so in other words, just don't be going on and like trying to sample Stevie Wonder's voice. You know what I'm saying? Because you now how they regulate this, I don't know. So you know, you use this at your own risk. However, because I know people gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. But I just wanted to point that out. Be careful out there. All right. So these are some voices that I use. I think Looperman, where it's just like royalty free. So I just, you know, decided to use that and just to see what happens, man. I'm gonna put a couple of voices in here. That has a little reverb in it, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Hide me, make me dwell.
So we'll see what that sounds like. I'll throw that in there. So it analyzes it. Let's try this one.
Be yourself, but not with me, no.
Alright, cool. So it analyzed all three of these voices, and I could pick one, or I can choose to mix them, you know what I'm saying, just using the cursor. And see what I sound like now.
This is just a test.
Okay, so let's say I just want to hear what one of the voices sound like. So I'll just go here and see. Now, the reason why that's not going to sound right was because that was a female vocal. So I need to change the pitch of my voice. So let's do this.
This is
No, that's not it.
This is just a...
I think it needs some tweaking, man. And that's why you need to use these. Each little point will change the temperature of the voice. You know what I'm saying?
This is just...
Let me see what it sounds like with just this voice.
This is just...
Now that sounds kind of like the guy.
This is just a test. Vocoflex.
See, when you change the pitch and the timbre of the voice, you can get kind of closer to it. I guess it depends on the sample, like I said before. Let's see what this one sounds like.
Just a test. Vocoflex.
Interesting. And they recommend that you throw this before you throw in all your other effects. As you can see, I have this at the top of this vocal chain, right?
This is...
Let's go ahead and put it to the original key.
This is just a...
I could throw some pitch correction, some reverb, all kind of stuff on here. Compressor.
This is just a test. Vocoflex.
Now that doesn't sound bad, man. When you throw in more effects, then it starts sounding pretty decent.
This is just a...
The way I came up with this melody of just singing was because I was singing on top of this loop from Verysickbeats. And I'll leave a link to everything that I'm using down below in the description. Check it out.
This is just a test. Vocoflex.
Oh, some drums.
This is just a test. Vocoflex.
Hey. So, all right, so that's that. Now, the fourth thing I want to show you guys is this is real time as well. And not only can you use it inside your DAW, but you can also use it as a standalone. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use it inside my DAW. So if you wanted to use it as a standalone, like say maybe you're doing a performance or whatever, you could do that. But I just want to show you guys, if I was to use this in real time, let's say I wanted to make my voice sound like a teenager. I'm gonna take this 14-year-old male voice.
And then he just used a little bit of karate and all of this.
Drag it in here. And now I'm gonna hit this real time. So that means when I speak into it, you'll hear the younger voice. And I'm gonna change the pitch because I know my voice is deeper than his. So let's bring it up some and just see what happens. Mic check. This is my voice as I'm talking. You probably can hear my real voice because I'm talking into the mic. And I'm also using OBS, so my computer probably can't take that much going on right now. Dreamtonics.com. I know you guys want to see the price. It's a little pricey, but I believe this is just a one-time thing. This is not a subscription thing. So once you buy it, it's yours. You don't have to have another monthly bill. And as you can see, this is on sale right now at the time of this video. Is this something that you might have use for? Is it dangerous? Do you think some people will get a hold of this and just really abuse it? Y'all let me know, because AI is getting crazier and crazier. It's getting very, very scary, guys. So y'all let me know what you think. It's your man JFILT. I'm sending peace and positive energy.
Just